Hello, my name is Ben Miller, and today I'm going to talk about MyPlate nutrition plan. MyPlate was created by the United States Department of Agriculture, and the whole idea behind MyPlate is to help people build balanced meals without having to follow complicated diets. And the key thing is to keep it simple, and that's the benefit of MyPlate. It keeps it simple. So it divides it up into 4 sections. We have fruit, vegetables, grains, and protein. Now, vegetables section is slightly larger than the fruit section, and then the grain section is slightly larger than the protein section. A couple of key things with that. We want to vary our fruits and vegetables. I always tell people to aim for different colors. So try to eat some greens, some oranges, some yellows, some reds. And we want half our plate to be fruits and vegetables with every meal. The grain source, the key thing with the grain source is it should be whole grains. Whole grains are always better. So like brown rice, whole grain pasta, different things like that provide us with more fiber and more nutrients. And then the protein should be a lean source of protein as well. And it can be a vegan protein source like black beans or an animal protein source like fish and chicken. And then there's a section for dairy, which could be yogurt, cheese, or a glass of low-fat milk. The key thing with the fruits and vegetables, a quick reminder on that, is that they're relatively low in calories and provide lots of vitamins and minerals. And they're also high in fiber, which helps keep us feeling full. That's very important. So one of the things that MyPlate encourages us to do is to balance calories by matching the amount of food we eat with the amount of physical activity that we do. So we should have an idea of how many calories our body needs every day. It reminds us to enjoy appropriate portion sizes, which is a major problem that people have, is that they overeat because they tend to eat more portion than what they need. So MyPlate really focuses on portion size, and it also encourages people to stay active most days of the week. Another important recommendation for MyPlate is that we choose foods that we eat more often. These include fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, low-fat dairy products. And at the same time, MyPlate encourages us to eat fewer foods that have high saturated fat, sodium, and added sugars. And sugary drinks, candy, chips, and processed foods should be limited, of course. So if we compare a healthy MyPlate meal with a typical fast food meal, we see a big difference. A MyPlate meal might include grilled chicken for the protein, brown rice for the grains, which would be about a cup of brown rice, about 4 to 5 ounces of grilled chicken, about a cup of broccoli, and an apple, and a glass of low-fat milk would be a good MyPlate meal. Now, a typical fast food meal might include a burger, large fries, and a sugary soft drink, but the problem is that the fast food meal is going to contain a lot more calories, a lot more sodium, a lot more saturated fat, and a lot more sugar while providing fewer fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, which means less fiber, less minerals, and less vitamins. So in conclusion, MyPlate is an easy guide that helps us make healthier choices. We want to make half our plate fruits and vegetables, eat lean protein, including some dairy, and limiting high sugar, sodium, and unhealthy fats, and eat a nice balanced meal. Thank you for watching.